Staring at the screen, the colors spin. Just a wait screen, where do I begin? This isn't a show, it's just a delay. Still here you are, you decided to stay. It's not a movie, ain't no special guest, just a wait screen, not the very best. Yet you're glued, anticipation's high for the stream to start. Oh my, oh my, oh my. Yes, it's late, we'll be starting soon. In this digital world we croon for the content we've yet to see. On a wait screen, stuck in reverie. Don't you worry, soon it will commence. Right now you're here at my expense. Just a teaser, a colorful jest. It's a wait screen, you know the rest. Patience is a virtue, they say, but this wait screen's making you sway to a tune only time can keep. As you watch, half awake, half asleep. Oh, the seconds tick, but the fun's on hold. The wait screen's tale is getting old. But just hang tight, don't click away. The show will start, come what may. Don't you worry, soon it will commence. Right now you're here at my expense for the content we've yet to see. On a wait screen, stuck in reverie. Don't you worry, soon it will commence. Right now you're here at my expense. Just a teaser, a colorful jest. It's a wait screen, you know the rest. Don't you worry, soon it will commence. Right now you're here at my expense. Just a teaser, a colorful jest. It's a wait screen, you know the rest. Patience is a virtue, so they say, but this wait screen's making you sway to a tune only time can keep. As you watch, half awake, half asleep. Oh, the seconds tick, but the fun's on hold. The wait screen's tale is getting old. But just hang tight, don't click away. The show will start, come what may. Wait screen's tale is getting old. But just hang tight, don't click away. The show will start, come what may. Staring at the screen, the colors spin. Just a wait screen, where do I begin? This isn't a show, it's just a delay. Still here you are, you decided to stay. It's not a movie, ain't no special guest. Just a wait screen, not the very best. Yet you're glued, anticipation's high for Grim to start. Oh my, yes, it's wait screen, we'll be starting late. In this digital world that we create for the content we've yet to see. On a wait screen, stuck in reverie. Don't you worry, soon it will commence. Right now you're here at my expense. Just a teaser, a colorful jest. It's a wait screen, you know the rest. Don't you worry, soon it will commence. Right now you're here at my expense. Just a teaser, a colorful jest. It's always screen, you know the rest. Don't you worry, soon it will commence. Right now you're here at my expense. Just a teaser, a colorful jest. It's always screen, you know the rest.
In the grim, dark future, there's no time for fun. But when the day's battles are said and done, John, Danny, and Dickie are here for a laugh. In a galaxy torn, they're the ones with the craft. It's grim after dark, where the bolters spark, where dread knights nap and orcs embark. Tune in, grab a pint, and don't be late for tales of heresy and a healthy debate.
Welcome, Grim After Dark. Now we have a PowerPoint. We have most of a background. We're still trying to find a desk.
Yeah, where'd our desk go? I was just thinking that.
It's okay. It's going well. That's where we're at tonight. I'm even gonna have a microphone hanging in there, and then we'll just ruin everything.
Huh?
Very soon, we're gonna have a Danny. We've been on Danny Watch. This is a live view outside of his home.
Why is he selling his
as
house?
we wait for him to keep fighting the good fight and come in. But I'm John, joined by Dickie. Danny is momentarily here. We jumped the gun a little bit. I wanted to give Danny, hey, how you doing, buddy? I can hear you. No one else can.
He's got this loud breathing that I should recognize.
If
Yes.
Oh, I did, Danny. I know you said you weren't on mic right now, but those kind of views have no place in modern society. But welcome, Grim After Dark. Today, I'm super excited. We're going to be talking about Death Guard. Let's tell you something that shouldn't be released when I'm trying to focus on one army is a really good version of Death Guard. We touching on World Eaters. Something that you shouldn't probably release for Dickie when he's trying to focus on Emperor's Children is a lot of really cool changes to those guys. I'm going to be searching through our community dumpster, as well as I have a very special game for Danny, where all he has to do is read what's on the screen.
I think I found him.
Very excited. Oh, there you are, buddy.
Sorry, but no TV still, Danny. I apologize.
It's okay.
We are ghetto today. I'm really facing the wrong way.
Oh,
that's pretty
there it is. I found that desk.
Dickie's finally found out a way to hide my fat. It's just by putting all of it.
It doesn't cover up your head at all.
It should. There we go. Yeah, there we go. Perfect. This is, by the way, this is not actually Danny's house. Danny, I wanted to give you as much time as you needed to come on in tonight. I know work has been heck, but I also thought it would be very confusing for you to come in to actually adjust your house on the screen. So we did a little Zillow magic.
Danny, you have a great house.
Mm-hmm.
Thanks.
Yeah.
That is not where I live.
Oh, okay. That's probably fair.
That's fair. That's absolutely 100% fair. But yeah, today, I was inspired by this wonderful meme. And Danny, who would win? Better save, better melee stats, actual ranged attacks, or one more wound and twice the speed? We're, of course, referring to the new Death Guard, Lord of Poxes, and the World Eater guy who I think defeated the world's weakest Bloodthirster.
Isn't he also +1 toughness?
He might. Who's +1 toughness?
The World Eater.
Oh, is he, Dickie?
If there's only leaks, if there was only leaks out there that we could review in order to identify.
Oh, anyway, yeah, probably the guy that joins the better unit is the one that's going to win.
That's the kind of nuanced and take that I expect from you.
What else would you expect, John?
Just balls to the wall, flat out opinions with nothing behind them.
Impossible.
Not
for me, homie.
Who would win? One more wound, twice his speed. That's what the competitive community is saying. Very low on Death Guard. Speaking of which,
Yep.
holy
Oh,
cow!
he is toughness 6.
Yes, as is apparently all Plague Marines now.
Yeah, that could be interesting.
That's a word for it. Remember how I said I hated fighting Custodes, and I was just done with it. What if I just suddenly owned 7,000 to 8,000 painted points of them? I think that would be super cool and fluffy. Well, right. He gives loan up to whatever unit he's leading.
Seems pretty interesting.
Well, it's 18 instead of 12, right?
Oh,
but yeah,
18.
It's not a fancy loan up, yeah.
Yeah, it's kind
not
of
a good loan up.
Yeah, it's
Pauper's
like
loan
old
up.
busted loan up.
What are your thoughts on this guy, Danny? Yeah, I don't like the model. I like him more now.
Oh, I like the model. First of all, a couple of things that I like about this guy. Number one, I like that his melee weapon is strength 8. I think that's really cool. I like that it's lethal and devastating. Those are both great rules. A little bit of like bad synergy, but like they're both good rules. And honestly, lethal hits with dev wounds is better than just dev wounds.
Right. Because you have a chance stuff going through. And it's not like the Swords of Slouch. AP -2 is pretty good.
Yeah. Like mathematically, it's better. Like it just is.
Yeah, it is interesting because I think they put out a little teaser today, and it looks like all the detachments have the contagion rule.
Yes,
so everyone will be able to get the minus armor, minus toughness, minus OC or whatever. So
and they're keeping those.
Oh yeah,
they're keeping those.
Cool.
Yeah,
that is one reaction to it. Absolutely. The other is just screaming in rage.
Are people upset about this? Like, when have Plague Marines done good? Isn't it appropriate that they're almost the army is better?
Almost exclusively into me is when Plague Marines have done good. So yeah, any buffs is make me. Oh yeah, and Seth, thanks for noticing. I do have the 40K. It's not a Hawaiian shirt. 40K summer shirt. So as you might tell, it's ultramarine themed. It has skulls, laurels. They can come in red. I'm very excited for the detachments, buddy. What if I could just pick 2 units at the start of the battle, and they were just in contagion range?
Yeah, that seems pretty good.
Like permanently,
just for that battle round, and they have to be more than 12.
You just get to pick at the start of the battle round.
Yeah. You just pick 2 units, or it depends on the battle size. To be fair, but let's be honest. You pick 2 units, more than 12 inches away from every model in your army, and until the end of the battle round, those enemy units are afflicted.
So this is going to be really bad in several matchups.
Like,
right? Well, I mean, any army that's incredibly aggressive. Like, you don't want this in the World Eaters matchup. It doesn't do anything.
No, unless you go right to the battle round, though, can give you a little bit of a help.
Yeah.
Before things move.
Yeah, I suppose so.
A little bit of screen.
They're going to be in your contagion range anyway, so
that's fair. But it's cute. Well, I guess then looking at it, that's cute. Thank you for downgrading this detachment rule to me too. It's great.
John, anything that I can do to literally slash your sails when they have wind in them so that we can take them out.
Well, buddy, this next one I'm going to show you. This is no there. You cannot take the wind out of my sails because this is purely jet fuel. My boat right now for this. Remember Poxwalkers?
Yeah, I saw this rule. This is a great rule.
This is a great rule. As someone who has 120 Poxwalkers painted and good to go, very excited for this. The other thing I'm excited for is Shambling Wall. 1 Death Guard unit from your army that was selected as the target of 1 or more of the attacking unit's attacks that is close to Poxwalkers. The Poxwalkers take the wound instead. You know what my favorite thing about this stratagem there, Danny?
What's that, John?
It says 1 Death Guard unit, and in no way restricts what you can choose to be used as a bullet sponge.
Oh, sure.
Very excited about that. Josh, quiet. We'll go from there.
So does this show that the Noxious Blightbringer can now join Poxwalker units? That wasn't a thing before, was it?
Nope. The only thing before was Typhus. I'm hopeful for more characters that can join, but Bellboy makes sense because they would all like shamble towards the Bell narratively.
Everyone loves Bellboy.
We know from seeing Lord of Poxes cannot join Poxwalkers.
Yeah.
Let me just be clear. I 100% support unit of Poxwalkers that you are unable to shoot at that can hide behind a rune and just be used as a bullet sponge for other things you want to protect. But I'm very excited for Poxwalkers to become a thing again. Last week I did play a game into Death Guard. I know, crazy. And I'm able to teach.
What's it like to play games, John? Tell me about it.
It's so good. I was able to help my opponent understand why Typhus maybe isn't the best inside a Poxwalker squad. Through a combination of certain rules like Blast, which was pretty unfortunate, and mixed toughnesses. But I'm very excited for Poxwalkers coming. To the point where my Blood Angels are looking really sad on a tray beside me. Like, dude, I got
John. Stay the course.
Stay the course, John.
Can I offer you a tasty meal? But I need
a succulent ball-eyed meal.
What was my crime? Switching armies? Succulently switching armies because the meal was my crime.
Meta chasing.
It is so hard right now, dude. Like I'm painting Emperor's Children with this book like in the background, just going, "Oh, hello there. How are you today? Would you
I think what's really helpful for us, Dickie, is our books aren't great. They're just okay. And what looks like coming is some great books. By the way, speaking of which, Dickie, this guy.
Look at this guy.
What are your thoughts on Slaughterbound?
Okay, so my first thought is he's so goddamn angry that he reses a model, which kind of makes me happy in a couple ways. So
he just scream at the corpse until it gets
you can't die on me. And he gets up. He's super cool. His special rule is once like a kind of a moment of glory, once per battle +3 attacks, and gives him dev wounds, which is pretty good. Damage 2, so any of those -1 damage auras / stratagem really makes 8-bound sad. But I think 8-bound are going to be more of a support tool based on
the entire book being leaked out from Australia.
But I mean, he also explodes, so that's kind of cool. He has deadly demise. That makes sense. And he moves 10. I think the units move 10 now from their 9.
Yeah.
That was a weird thing about World Eaters. I did play into World Eaters last week as well.
It wasn't 8 before?
No, it was 9. I think it was 9. Yeah.
It was 8 plus gimmicks to make them faster.
Yeah, the gimmicks are gone right now. But
okay, the gimmicks are not gone. They're just different. Like like they still have. I don't know. Well, hey, look.
Okay, so I'll tell you what the gimmicks are, and then you can tell me if they're gone. All right, Danny, is that okay?
They just evolved.
Sure.
So you get reroll charge rolls, and that kind of goes instead of the +2 move. I will say the +2 move is pretty much baked in all the data sheets, so you don't really lose anything.
So you didn't lose anything; you just gained a thing, right?
It turns out, because this is really fluffy. Corn Berserkers move 8 now, as God intended.
Well, it's Corn.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. Corn God. Double. So a 6-inch piling and consolidate.
Perfectly fair.
Pretty good. And that's pretty much guaranteed. That's like doubles, like of like 2+. That's
deuces even.
Yeah. You got to fight on death, which I'm not a huge fan of, but hi ho. You have sustained, you have lethal, and then you have devastating wounds against infantry models. So definitely, the devastating wounds is pretty spicy.
Is that just because, Dickie, that you're afraid of death? Which is why you don't like fight
I don't know about you guys, but I always roll not a 4 when I have to when I spend this stratagem. I'm like, I'm gonna fight on death, and I'm like 1 2 2 1 1, and I'm like, oh, Well,
I have an aversion to spending command points on any stratagem that requires me to roll a 4+.
yeah, it's awful.
Howard.
Yeah.
So I think big notably is the advance in charge enhancement is gone. So
Good.
it's
Yep.
Not everyone should be advanced in charge. It's fine for it to be not on every
Yeah.
army, especially since Emperor's Children now are the advanced in charge faction.
I mean,
right?
I will say that these units. So, for instance, if you have a Juggerlord in there, that gives the whole unit move 10. So I mean, it's kind of like they rolled a 3. So
So
the
what you're
Juggerlord.
telling me about all of their movement tricks are gone and they've been replaced with movement strategies.
Yeah, actually, about a lot better because Juggerlords can walk through walls now when they're leading a unit. So
John, movement tactics, technically.
yeah, yeah. So
Movement illusions.
yeah, so instead of going around that pesky wall, you just run right through like the Kool-Aid Man. No big deal.
But some of us have to spend CP for that.
Yep.
Yeah, and then now when they get out of rhinos, they're just extra cool. Idols of Corn, Dickie. Your thoughts on this one?
This is the detachment of little guys with big Lords of Skulls, right? I believe.
Yep,
Okay.
yep.
Little guys, big hearts.
Little guys, big hearts, and just so happens that they'll be getting a 5-up, feel no pain, and like 4-up invul when they're near demon princes or Lords of Skulls.
You have a choice, right?
This feels
Once per game.
Yeah.
No, it's an aura.
It's you can select each Idol of Corn ability once per game.
Yeah, I think there's a stratagem that lets you do it again,
It's
and
a-
I think there's an enhancement as well.
It's a trick. It's another World Eater trick.
Oh.
What I'm hearing from you, Dickie,
Yeah, man.
is nothing's really changed. You're still going to deploy against World Eaters like entirely on your back wall, as far back as you can go, and you should probably still keep some infiltrating things to die immediately.
I think the Goremongers have helped with that, like playing a game with them. They definitely protect that super kind of scout into first turn charge. But I'm going to be honest, a first turn charge never was the right play, or was very rarely the right play. So I think it's fine. Yeah.
Danny, do you think a first turn charge is the right play for Corn, or should you be a coward like Dickie?
It depends. There's good reasons for it sometimes, but like I think Dickie's not wrong. Like I think it's almost better to stage everything and then get ready for an even better turn 2, where you can assault them with your entire army instead of just some of the units that you have.
Yeah. I don't know. For when I so of course I looked through the fake code or the leaked codex. I wasn't such a huge fan of 8-bound. I think 8-bound are going, like I said, going away as a support piece or turning into a support piece.
I think they're just getting specialized for each one. Like one will be good against like vehicles, one will be good against others.
And I'm okay with that. I think the normal 8-bound are probably an inclusion in most lists because they give the +1 hit aura or the plus I think it's some other aura if they're damaged or hurt.
+1 to wound.
+1 to wound, which is a great, like your Berserkers hitting on 2s is fantastic, right? So no, I think they're more of a support piece, which is cool. But there are I did kind of look at the possessed Slaughterbound detachment. And they're pretty cute, man. Like you can get an enhancement for your big angry dude and give him fight first. Like give the whole unit fight first. Like an 8-bound unit that fights first. Pretty scary. So yeah.
Yeah, that's from the Gore track onslaught, right?
Yes.
Which I really like that detachment. I also watched the leaks video.
Yeah.
From some guy who complained to Frontline about me.
We were talking about that today.
We're talking about it, because we were professional. We were representing Frontline.
Yeah, for sure. God, anyway.
The
What a great rule this is. Rush to the fray. That is for the mechanized detachment. I really like that one.
Yeah.
That seems like to me how I would want to play the army, but I'd understand that other people would want maybe some different units. I also like the one with the demons. You can take
so the whole demon detachment. I got big nostalgia feels with demon. Do you remember the Demonkin Codex?
Yeah.
That it feels so much like that. Like having a jugger riding into combat with a whole bunch of blood crushers going through walls.
I just love that.
Hell yeah,
so
dude.
much.
Hell yeah. But it's also one of the only detachments that you can roll your devastating on infantry and also get access to reroll wounds. So reroll wounds with devastating it's a scary ability.
Yeah,
so,
that's frightening.
Yeah.
As someone who plays Chaos Knights a lot, it's the I think you should leave me. We're like, I'm not worried about this. I'm not worried about it at all.
Mm-hmm.
Don't worry, John. They can't do it against you. They can only do it against infantry.
Oh, good, because as I'm looking at my Death Guard and Blood Angels, that's fantastic. Wow. Everything can beat me if I don't try, and I'm not good, Danny, and I'm sick of this being a common theme.
Yeah, John, if you just wouldn't meta chase, you'd be fine.
I'm sick of this being a common theme. So shed some more light on this. Bam. Oh, that's too much light. Holy cow.
Wow.
Powerful.
Whoa. You're too lit. Can you tone that down a little bit?
You unlit
You're
yourself.
literally blinding me right now.
Yeah.
Your paleness is haunting.
There we go. Perfect. Oh, I'm blinded myself too. Fantastic. Moving on to things I have to read now. It's community dumpster time. It's been a while. And it's been a quiet couple of weeks that we've been on. Orcs got sort of fixed. We had this guy who was like super happy about it. Danny, I would love to get your thoughts on this. This guy said, anyone else getting totally pissed off with Gov? I'm contemplating jacking the hobby in, not off.
Oh,
not
I was
off.
gonna say
Jacking
in
the hobby.
Hold on.
in.
Is that an insertion? I feel like yes, it is.
Yep. We get 2 new detachments, and they got screwed in no time at all. But the Ultramarines and Necrons are hard as hell, and nothing ever seems to get nerfed with them. You agree? Did Necrons, I think, got nerfed pretty hard.
Yeah,
times.
Their Grotmist detachment also was nerfed. All of their detachments,
almost immediately.
Yeah.
Here we go. I have an 8,000 point orc army with most units in it, and looking at what we pay points whist for some units is a total joke. A Stomper costs more than a Knight and is substantially worse when it comes to shooting. It does, however, is able to be used in several phases of a turn, which I think is a 1-up on a Knight. Gaz is expensive as hell compared to other armies characters. We have flash gits that can't have characters leading them. I just feel mugged off.
What is he saying? Gaz is not actually that expensive. I'm paying for Angron, for God's sakes.
Compared to other characters, he doesn't specify which characters it is.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm assuming it's a guy.
Fair.
I'm deading how solid the Space Wolf Codex is going to be. And with all the Marine Oath of whatever takes your fancy crap, what's the bloody point?
I like that someone said sounds British.
Yeah, Josh, there's several key. Everyone knows.
What does mugged off mean?
Yeah, what does mugged off mean?
Like a mugging.
Like that's what I said. I said he's so mad he feels like he's being robbed.
Yeah, absolutely. Sorry about the rant, but I'm just fooked off with the whole crap.
Fooked off.
Oh, the whole crap shoot that 10th has become.
Oh.
Danny, Dickie, reaction to this very serious thing.
Game changes. If you don't want the game to change, then talk to your friends and play that way, but don't expect anything to remain broken for too long. Hopefully they fix stuff. That's the idea of having balance updates.
Like, I was having fun stomping my friends' faces in, and now I can't do it anymore.
Now it's hard to do, or harder to do, and I am not good enough to I'm not good enough to compensate for my lack of skill with a worse army list. That's what I read.
Perhaps he can just fook off and play another game.
Oh no, the bottom got cut off. Danny, I made this. I made this meme to relate to our local community down here. Quite how I choose armies and choose units. It's the old Skinner meme. Is this unit actually bad? No, it's the tournament winners who are wrong. Generally how I feel. Danny, what is a unit that is objectively bad that you just can't quit?
I don't know if there's any unit I couldn't quit that's objectively bad. All right, here's a unit. Here's a unit that is not good. That I love unreasonably. Necron warriors.
It's good.
Especially lots of Necron warriors. I love them.
Hundreds of them.
They're the heart and soul of the Necron army, and yet you see one unit of them maybe. Very sad.
Yeah. I'm looking over my foot death company, which I have had to invest about 300 extra points in support to make work. But God, I love them. Dickie, what's your guilty pleasure unit wise?
Ooh, I love a good rhino. I don't know what it is. I really enjoy. I think every list that I pull out has 2 like chaos rhinos in it.
All right, I'm just gonna go back here a couple slides. Keep talking, Dickie.
Yep.
Hold on, Dickie. We're supposed to pick units that are bad.
The rhino is not good. Like it's just a box.
Just hold that thought here real quick. I want to make sure I was reading this right. I know we skipped past it a little bit. But this rush to the fray detachment rule. Or each time a world eater unit from your army disembarks from a transport. Now, and you can correct me on this, but is a rhino a transport, or are we talking the animal?
I believe the correct terminology is dedicated transport, John.
Okay. Oh, so the rule doesn't apply to this. It's perfectly fine.
Yeah, clearly.
Okay. That makes sense.
Add 1 to charge rolls and also gets lands.
It's I don't get. I want to tell the world eater players, don't get fooled by the rhino detachment. It's probably not as good as you think it is. Definitely the demon / normal index detachment is going to be your better one.
The normal one's pretty good.
Normal one's really good.
Yeah, I think they're both really solid books. I'm very excited for.
Me too,
guys. Who did it better? Slaanesh or the Emperor? For the audio listener, that's it. There's no picture, just a question.
Snake butt, snake butt, snake butt.
I was always so surprised playing Space Marine 2 how cheeked up Phobos armor makes you. Dickie, who did it better?
Oh, Slaanesh.
Are you sure that's not a Tyrannid?
I don't really know, but I think it's Slaanesh. Question mark?
Possibly.
If it's not, it should be.
Is it Fulcrum's Cloaca?
Yeah.
There might be a cloaca somewhere buried in there.
Oh, filled
what
up.
Do you think the flaps are for?
Anyway, yep.
I can tell you. Do you want me to tell you?
Yeah.
Will we get demonetized?
It's like an air outtake on the Space Marine's backpack, right?
Yeah, it's how he signals his intention to mate. Don't make it gross, you guys.
The right answer, by the way, is of course Dire Avenger, or whatever.
That's a Guardian. That's a Guardian.
Guardian. Oh, that's a Guardian. But look, your battle line for Eldari is caked up.
Caked up, dude.
And then we can't even get caked up battle line for Marines or Slaanesh. What are we even playing at here? I saw this video. It was pretty interesting. It's pretty long, but it's how we should be titling and creating content by making people actually watch it instead of just ignore it. But he said 5 mistakes that are killing your win rate in Warhammer 40,000 for absolutely no prize. What are those 5 mistakes?
Number 1.
Yep.
You only play once a week.
That'll do it.
Sorry, no, hold on. You only play once a month.
Thank you. Yeah, I was going to say, please don't disparage my new play style. Okay. Dickie?
Do you want me to say all 5?
Yeah, all 5, because I only have
roll-
one.
roll through all 5.
maybe.
Yeah. I'm playing once a week. Sorry, month.
Sorry, a year.
Yeah, once at 1 LVO a year.
That's all I play. That's it.
Fair enough.
That's how I'm so good.
Because you don't play enough to let mistakes creep in.
Right. I just keep it rusty.
Yeah, way rusty.
So
I
rusty.
think it maybe bringing the wrong, like not bringing a good list.
Okay, so we have never playing, shit list.
Yeah.
Not playing the mission.
Ignoring the rule, okay, or missions.
Yeah, we're not reading them what the mission is.
Done that before, not gonna lie.
All right. That's 3.
Yep.
All right, Dickie, you do 4, and then I'll do 5. I've got a really
I don't
common
like-
one.
Yeah, Sherman here is saying reading your rules at the table.
That's a John move right there.
That was my sneeze right there.
Not understanding the meta. I'm always such a straight man with these things.
Yeah, no, that's good.
Go ahead.
It's a straight
fair.
answer. This isn't
Yeah.
jokes.
And I think the number 5 reason, it's not the most common reason, but it's a very common reason, and that's having sex with animals.
Whoa!
The majority of tournament winners don't have sex with animals.
I think that's probably true, John. I'm
That's
just
true
saying,
fact.
like,
That's true fact. I can't
correlation equals causation. I
can't
think,
say
pretty
that
much, right?
everyone didn't because I don't know, but the majority have not. But the actual answers are overextending early. I wish we were like Family Feud right now.
Didn't I just say that? Like charging turn 1?
Yeah. CP mismanagement. Do you really need to send a CP?
Yeah, doing
To
that
try and make
stupid
that
Overwatch
6-up
that's
save.
not going to do anything. How many times?
Like you're over, Danny. Are you like me, where like you see Overwatch and you ask yourself, like you have a little flow chart of decision making? And I was like, is there a flamer in this unit? Yes, no. And if you hit no, then you're like, well, I'm not going to Overwatch. Or are you just balls to the wall with it?
It depends on the unit. Like if they have rerolls and lethal hits, or like honestly just lethal hits, if their weapons are good and a lot of shots, that's probably enough. So look. I think this is a bad example of spending CP poorly. Bad CP expenditures are for things that don't matter. But like sometimes you have to put yourself in a position to be lucky to capitalize on luck. So sometimes it's worth it to just say, okay, well, this could pop off because I have like sustained hits D3 or something on this unit. And like if I roll a 6, it's going to be wild. If I don't, it's going to suck. But if I do, it's going to be good. And like sometimes that shit pays off.
Shit, yeah.
But like
13%
spending it on a CP reroll for an armor save for a model that you don't want to die, that's not going to like keep you in the game, is probably a bad use of CP.
13% of the time, it works every time of the day.
Poor screening is interesting.
I will agree to that, though. I've lost several games by not screening. And that's the thing I've had to learn the most recently.
In 10th edition, a lot of people said screening is going to die as a skill set because lists tend to get smaller, so you had less stuff, so you didn't have the ability, and most armies didn't have the ability to screen. So I would agree with that statement.
I would say that was true at the beginning of 10th, but everything has dropped points pretty much.
Yeah.
There was a reason that after playing my local meta down here and playing Chaos Knights in there, when building my Blood Angels list, I now have 2 units of scouts in there. And it's not because I want them to do fantastic things. I want them to be little speed bumps. And that's entirely kind of obviously meta related, but yeah, that's entirely like a screening sort of thing that I've learned the hard way. Dickie, you're mentioning tunnel vision.
Yeah. I think you'll see a lot, like if you're playing at the table, like the guy he won't get his cards, for instance, right away. And things like that. He kind of has a game plan, and just by God, he'll do that game plan, whether it's going to win him the game or not. So yeah, I do see that a lot.
Danny, do you ever get the turn 1 panic? I've noticed I get that sometimes. Like if my opponent gets 2 really easy to score secondaries turn 1, and I get 2 really shit secondaries turn 1.
No.
I'm like, damn, I'm already like 10 points behind.
And here's why, John. The armies that I've been playing just table my opponent. I don't give a shit about secondaries for like the first 2 or 3 turns of the game. And then I just try and win the game after my opponent has nothing left to do anything with. So, yeah, I kill all the little stuff first so that they can't score. And then their big stuff that has to fight my stuff is alive. And that's fine. We can do some big mega battles between hard units. And yeah. I don't know.
Looking over at my army right now, I'm not happy with that plan of yours. That seems like it's real effective. Good. What was it? What is I labeled my army list? It was kind of 3 units I actually care about and a bunch of stupid shit.
I thought it was AP1 is stored in the balls.
It is that, but now there's a bracket. There's a bracket added in there because I modified it a little bit.
A subtitle, if you will.
Yeah, it's a subtitle. It's a bunch of useless shit to score and 3 units I actually care about. Which goes to show you how I think about it there. But yeah, and then poor objective play as well. Objective play is really hard to get right, I feel. Like which models to remove, where to place yourself. Is it your time if your opponent gets rerolls because you're on an objective? Is it time to stand on that objective? Like it gets pretty. There's a lot more that goes into it than just I'm going to grab this point.
Right. Well, yeah.
But again, if you use a Danny method, which I'm going to try and make into like a Dennis style system.
Nice. Are you saying you're going to swim in my wake?
Yeah, we're gonna. It's the Danny system. You're going to deny scoring opportunities, annihilate models,
neutralize threats, neutralize scoring units,
neutralize scoring. What isn't that a threat?
No.
And then
would be something that could kill you back.
That's fair. Neutralize threats, neutralize scoring units, and then yeet to objective.
Yeet your opponent's models right off the table.
Oh, that's not nice.
I'm aware 4 of those Danny things are just killing all of the models. What's a really he has a lot of letters in his name. Oh man, the Danny. Yeah, it's from your wake with the John.
It's less letters than Dennis.
Is it? I don't know if we can prove that factually. Oh, this is I followed Dave Paints. I found him from the independent characters because Carl got all of his models painted by the guy in England. He's asking this very serious question here. Why did Terminators have vents in the back of their shoes?
There's a lot of athlete's foot present in Terminator armor because I mean these suits are ancient. I mean, imagine how many feet have been inside of each one. Much like
me horned up right now. Thank you,
Quentin Tarantino's mouth. Look, you've got to have some ventilation there. Otherwise, you're going to end up with a stinky suit of Terminator armor that smells like feet. Is that what you want?
You will be able to sell that for so many credits.
Oh my god, dude!
On whatever the 41st Millennium's version of OnlyFans is.
Kimura will buy those for like thousands of slaves.
Okay. I understand we have to fight. We're Xeno scum. We get that. How much for your shoes? I can give you 3,000 people right now.
We'll give you back your people right now. I'll even give you the con. I don't care.
Oh, Bitslinger says to let the urine run out.
Love it.
It makes sense.
But I think they're like plugged up at the front, and then they have to drink their own piss, Bear Grylls style.
Yeah.
To do that there. Josh also, with his advice now to win, the best way to win is prevent your opponent from playing.
Yeah.
Nice.
Which is I agree with, because there's something really satisfying about your opponent looking at board state and reaching over to you and be like, huh, really don't want to go over there, but I kind of have to now. And you're like, yeah, you do.
Gotta do it.
Gotta do it. Or you could not, and I'll just stay here. And so yeah, that's always very satisfying to do.
Yeah.
Now, spiky bits.
Oh no.
Oh no.
I was initially attracted to the post because they used the Games Workshop character. Then I saw it was for spiky bits, but that's fine. It's like, hey, Games Workshop wants a piece of that scalper money. Guys, how are they doing it? I didn't read or watch the video, by the way. So
and I refuse to do so.
Yeah. So how are they getting a piece of that scalper money?
I think it has something to do with those limited edition chaos codexes. So
Which
I
I'm going
know.
to desperately try and get on Saturday.
Yeah, good luck. I know that the Slanesh or the Emperor's Children one was sold out in like seconds. So I think we're probably going to see similar thing. I would love to get the World Leader one. I just don't. I don't have the time or energy or money to get these things. So yeah,
That's fair. It's like if you have 30 minutes of time, I can tell you how to get one probably.
probably. Is it off the back of a truck?
Do you want to make the metal?
No, I don't. I think that's stupid. I don't care about that thing.
All right.
Are you sure? That sounds like someone who cares a lot about a pendant.
Yeah, it really does sound. I mean, do you remember seeing how happy Val was with his pendant?
Yeah, but he won that. You don't win this. You just buy it.
If you can get 4 limited edition Chaos Codexes, you won something.
Not life, but something.
A pissed off wife is what I'm going to win if I do.
I think what's happening is whenever they're short of money in the development studio, they just list 400 of something on eBay the week before it's supposed to come out for 4 times the value, and then just take the money. GW are the scalpers. That's the real story here. Do you really think there's people out there who just buy stuff to sell it for a higher price?
Well, that doesn't sound real.
Doesn't sound real. People aren't like that. Wargamers are cool guys. Next up.
Oh, Jesus.
Topical.
What am I looking at, John?
So what you're looking at here is a picture of
that's a Thunderhammer.
Yeah, Pope Francis being hit in the face by a Thunderhammer from the game Space Marine 2, the sequel to the game Space Marine. This references my very favorite fact about Catholicism.
Okay.
Danny, can you tell us the story of the Pope Hammer?
No.
No?
Who cares?
So, did you know there is a small engraved decorative hammer that traditionally, that when a pope dies, he is hit in the head with it 3 times to make sure he's dead?
Oh, okay, sure.
Yeah. Pope hammer. Now, what is the stat line, Danny, for the Pope hammer 40,000?
Probably strength 3. It's a power weapon, of course.
Of course.
AP -2. And it does anti-infantry 2+. And it and it only does 1 damage though. Just 1 damage.
Just 1 damage.
For all
because the Pope only has 3 wounds, John. So
that's fair.
We try and make sure. I just figured that he died because, this is how I envision this scene happening on Easter Sunday.
Of course.
Picture it now.
Okay.
JD Vance.
Yeah.
Before I get deported.
Do I need to stop? All right. JD Vance enters the Pope's office. They shake hands. He leans over, whispers into the Pope's ear. You even say thank you, and then injects him with a biological agent, and that's it.
Good old JD Bourne.
Pope goes down. Yeah. Did you even say please?
Poor guy. At the spry old age of 88.
I know, he was a young pope. It was before his time.
Yeah. I have a lot of thoughts on this. I especially saw some really terrible tweets about this. And anyway, we have a story time with me.
Yeah. So I've been watching a lot of comedy shows that are much funnier than us. So we're just going to wholesale steal ideas.
Perfect.
Dickie, did you happen to festoon us with a counter?
No, but I can whip one up right fast.
Fuck.
Heck yeah.
What?
Wait. No, okay. I'm good. I didn't have to write something for you, did I?
I assumed you hadn't, so I modified it.
Perfect. I totally forgot to do that. Absolutely 100%.
Yeah.
I still want to do this, John.
Oh, absolutely. So what I've done is Danny has attended a little tournament, and he wants to tell us his exact thoughts about what that tournament is and how his experience was. he's going to do that. He's forgetful in his old age. You can forgive him. There's so much law in that brain now that experiences are just gone. So yeah, no, that is a counter. So he wrote it down, and we're going to have it up on screen, and we're going to have Danny read out his tournament experience from this last weekend. I would assume it's made up. It's guys, this is a bit. He probably didn't.
Okay,
it's fine. But yeah, I just need you to read out what you see, and just because we talked earlier about how Blog for the Blog God had some issues with us not being serious and not being professional. So all I ask is that you don't laugh. And honestly, Danny, I wrote this like an hour and a half ago, but you probably won't. But that's okay. So I'd really love for you to share your tournament experience.
This Saturday, I went to the latest tournament at my local store. I was a little late to the event because the organizers did not take my feedback into account, and they were unaware that Saturday morning is the day I sacrificed 3 abandoned kittens in my front yard.
Oh.
Even though I do it to wish good fortune on the event, they don't seem to care. Thanks a lot.
Oh, that seems excessive for a Ursa Minor, but that's okay.
Hey, look, John, you know what? Sometimes it takes real sacrifice to get real results.
That's true. That's true.
I showed up about 15 minutes late, but I let my opponents know that it was cool. I would still table him with plenty of time left. He asked me if I had any questions about his list.
It was close. Almost got you with arrogance.
And it was really hard for me to hold the laughter in. So I laughed really hard in his face, and I asked him if he knew who I was. I do this all the time. He pretended like he didn't, because some fans are just dicks like that, always trying to fuck on me. I wish they'd quit trying to fuck on me. I'm not a bed. I'm just a man.
That's a wrestling reference.
If you would have spelled it F-O-O-K, I think you would have got him.
Fuck on me?
Yeah, you would have got him instantly.
Anyway, after I told him what his army did, we got down to playing, and after I lost, I let him know that others wouldn't act so kindly towards his sloppy-ass play. I chalked it up to beginner's mistakes and hoped he had a fun game, because I sure didn't. That guy won't go far with that attitude. No one will be calling out the name Richard Siegler as any kind of champion in the future. I can't even begin to describe how awful that game was. But if I was to try, imagine, if you will, that instead of playing Richard Siegler, I was playing against Dr. Fraser Crane from the television show Frasier. Exactly.
Fuck, dude. You stonewalled that. Were there any parts where you were close? I feel you were pretty close twice.
Just once.
Just once?
Just once. In Wow. I'm shocked right now that I didn't laugh. I laugh all the time at everything. Like, go 3 slides back.
3 slides back?
Yeah. No, not that one. Wait, go one more. I think it might be this one, though.
Fuck on me.
Oh, yeah, that one I almost laughed on, just because trying to fuck on me made me laugh, because it's such a ridiculous concept.
That is a professional wrestling reference, by the way.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So there was like a match forever ago, and one guy got pinned when he shouldn't, but the referees have to call it like they see it. So like the wrong person was declared winner, and he went back, and the wrestler was pissed. He was like, hey, this wasn't my fault. That referee was trying to fuck on me. And he was just like screaming that backstage about how he was trying to fuck on me. So that's where that reference comes from, and I love that phrase like so much from before that.
It's pretty good.
I was very close to switching the angst. I knew you would be able to see the Frasier coming to just something else.
No, it was a surprise. And all right, so this part and then also the Frasier part, I had to really contain myself.
That's because I can just get you with Frasier. I also thought you just being an absolute dick would sort of get you, because it's very against you. I hope you had a fun game, because I sure didn't.
I like that you added some name drop of Siegler. That was good.
Yep. That was because hey, it was arrogance, Danny, right there.
Yeah.
This is what I was trying to go for there. And just dude. Actually, go ahead. Describe how awful the game was.
John, it was maybe one of the worst games that I've ever played in my entire life.
Oh.
Wait, am I talking about a game with Richard Siegler?
Oh yeah.
I've never played Richard Siegler before.
have you ever talked to an opponent like the way you just described though either?
Yes.
Oh, who
Danny.
tried to fuck on you?
He did, and I would not let him.
Oh.
But I also didn't lose those games, so like
I love this character of Danny that I created, by the way, that it's just a massive asshole that just never wins.
Look,
I thought I would get you as well by saying that they didn't recognize you, but all your fans are dicks. And like it was like, of course you do. You're just being an asshole. I'm like, no, I'm not. It's really confusing right now.
it's true though. Most of our fans are dicks.
Oh.
What percentage
love you
would
guys.
say of games do you play at tournaments where someone tells you about a podcast that they have?
Almost never.
Almost never. Like
I try not to tell people I'm in a podcast anymore.
I don't tell people that. That's probably why people don't watch. None of us tell anyone that this is a thing that still exists.
No, I do. I name drop it sometimes.
Oh, you do?
I do.
What's the most flagrant name dropping that you've done? Or most blatant?
Oh, well, probably when I tell people no, I'm not doing that. Probably. Oh, I did right before I went to Adepticon. I'm like, I'm probably gonna meet Rob the Honest Wargamer. And one of my coworkers was like, I'm like, do you know who that is? And he's like, oh yeah, that guy's the best. I love that guy. That's crazy. That's like meeting Brad Pitt for Warhammer.
That is a really unique.
Brad
I don't think I would have gone there. Like, how would you describe Rob the Honest Wargamer using Hollywood? Because I don't think Brad Pitt's it.
I don't think it is either.
Someone who's just tired of EDM. So does Warhammer instead. That's how I describe Rob.
Yeah,
but a wonderful human being.
Yeah, the Sean Penn of the competitive Age of Sigmar.
Sean
world.
Penn. Okay.
Yeah, we got that there. Dickie, you know him better.
Yeah.
Matt, it was good to see you at Adepticon.
Dude, it was so awesome. Like, I love a good Nurgle Matt visit.
Me too.
Okay. Who's Nurgle Matt using Hollywood archetypes for people who only know him from chats?
Who's Nurgle? Like, who does he look like?
Yeah. Who would he remind you of?
Oh. What's James Franco's brother's name?
Dave Franco?
No, not James Franco. His brother. He has a younger brother.
Dave.
Oh, Dave Franco.
Yeah. Married
He's
to
like,
Allison Brie from Community.
Yeah. But he's like a great actor, right? Just like Nurgle Matt, if he were to like actually create, he's a good actor. Come on, he's been in great stuff. All right, whatever. Anyway, but he's always adjacent to like
Dave Franco. I thought you meant James Franco.
No,
I have nothing left but Spider-Man.
What is happening? Frames Janko. Yeah, that's who Nurgle Matt is. Frames Janko.
Frames Janko. Yeah.
But it was also great to see Joe. I love a good Joe visit. That's the first time. Is that the first time you met Joe, Danny?
No, I met Joe before.
Okay.
At Charity Hammer.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
And other times also.
I introduced Honest Wargamer to Joe, which was really weird because obviously, I guess they don't like he's AOS, so they won't really.
Oh yeah,
together. But that was really
across the streams.
Yeah, literally.
So it would be really fun to see Joe do AOS to the level he does 40K.
I don't think that. I think Joe is so set in his ways now. I think he has a great product. He's like, I don't want to change it. This is perfect.
That's fair.
So
He's put a lot of money and effort into making sure it's a
Mhm.
great product.
Yeah.
it's a great product. And you know what? Maybe one day someone comes out with like an AI, an AR version of it that's like kick ass. But I don't think that's happening anytime soon.
I just there's a missed opportunity to call his past streams War Games Recorded.
It's true.
Because they're no longer
Wow.
War Games
Wow.
Live. War Games Recorded, Danny, because they're not live. They're just
Yeah, no, I
recorded
got it.
items now. I don't think you did.
Thank you.
Because the fact you're laughing at the fact I said War Games Recorded instead of War Games Live, because they're not live anymore. They're recorded.
Oh, I get it
Yeah.
now. I didn't get it before, John, but you explained it to me more slowly. Really helped. Thank you.
They're recorded. They're no longer live.
That is.
Oh, I was
funny
thinking
stuff.
something completely different.
Yeah. Yeah. We just War Games Stream. We should name it after other river things like War Games Estuary.
How about War Games Living?
That's
Or
that's
War
a sort of
Games.
dangerous precedent to War Games Dead.
How about War Games Live?
like
War Games
Tyler?
Van?
Yeah, well, yeah, but it would look exactly the same as everything Joe does, but we would just pronounce it War Games Live instead of War Games Live.
Yeah, apparently I deleted the end slide, which is why it wasn't coming up. So as I was stalling for time with my fantastic rendition of time wasting by talking about other YouTube channels, I did it. We did it. We got there. You can tell because of nothing's there.
Right.
Short one this week.
Well, see you next Tuesday.
It's a short. It's only 1 whole hour.
Yeah. Yeah, and only 5 of that was time filler as I rushed through things too quickly.
Oh. Well, I thought
Sorry,
everything
John.
was
My
great.
wife says.
Thought
Nice.
everything was great. No foreplay on this episode.
No foreplay.
You
Oh.
had 5 minutes of filler
Yeah.
with your wife?
Oh God, no. No, fuck.
Yeah,
filler.
okay, good. I'm glad.
I look
It's
like
not
an
the same
athlete.
30 seconds repeated.
Danny's like, wait, am I doing something wrong here?
You just use your programming language. You can be like, go back to 10, and then 20. Go back to 10.
Nice.
Very simple. Just C plus basic bitch.
I got it.
Good.
That's our outro right there.
That's our outro.
Yep.
This is describing the quality of tonight's show.
Okay, Danny.
It's definitely soda drinking tier, I think.
Oh.
We started Big Bite of Cheeseburger. Now we're all the way of just like
Yeah, we were like relevant. We were talking about like the leaks, and then it just went completely downhill from there.
I was surprised by Danny's stony exterior.
Yeah.
Or he's just reading like, oh yeah, I sacrifice 3 cats in my front yard all the time.
He's got to win those trials, bro.
That's not why he's sacrificing cats to win Warhammer.
Oh, yeah.
But anyway, don't hassle. Oh, my finger disappeared. Don't hassle the Hoff, because otherwise we're gonna just do more of this level of content next week when we come back for our Only Hands. We're gonna be right about here.
If it's not broken, buddy.
Nice.
Maybe right about here.
Oh.
But we're not going to be here because it's a hobby stream. Let's be
No,
real.
come on. Yeah, let's not
Let's
get
be real.
crazy.
It's just me realizing I have so much fucking to do before to Tacoma with these models.
I know.
So I have to. But yeah, I have my army tray now, so I'm good.
That's great.
Yeah.
So we got. I legit rate everything as lettuce on lip, and nobody knows what I'm speaking.
Which is probably for the best.
Probably. It is time to brush up my creative writing, Josh. I need to do more time in this. But yeah, this is where we're at with my Tacoma army.
Well, yeah.
That's a big tray. Is that a big round pizza tray? What is that?
That is a large serving tray from Amazon. And then what I've done is I 3D printed a whole bunch of unit movement trays for 40K sizes. And I'm going to glue all of these onto the tray. and then build up around it to make it be like a little base, and then some magnets to make sure that I can just carry it sideways.
Sick.
Oh, very
That's
brave of you.
that's the dream. But I will have to paint about 100 models before that. So maybe I'll just make use of the non-grip map. But I'm waiting on like 5 intercessors to come in and a Judicer, because everything I read in Warhammer recently is everything has fights first, or is going to kill you if it charges first. So I need to invest more into my stupid Death Company footbrick that I probably shouldn't be using.
Yeah, that's by Josh. So Josh Roberts won with a Liberator Assault this weekend, and he has a Chaplain with speed of the Primarch or something.
I mean,
like
one
that.
of those two.
Yeah. So, but apparently that captain's pretty badass.
Yeah.
Speaking about filling for time. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I'm excited. We'll see. As long as Danny doesn't kill all my little scoring units, and then focus on my 3 big hammer units.
My army is 27 models, John.
Yeah, mine is 10-20.
Are you doing Custodes, Danny?
Nope.
Oh.
Oh, dude, I have like 50. What the hell?
Doing Emperor's Children.
Dude, Marines wrong.
Oh. I am interested in your Emperor's Children. Nice.
Oh, it's not good.
Oh, it's your demon prince list.
Yeah.
Yeah. Flying demon princes are really good.
Oh, and KR,
Yeah.
yeah. I can also serve drinks later on my tray, which is right, as I'm
that's
playing the
important.
game.
I
Because
like that.
it doesn't fit otherwise.
I'm going to request to be put in your bracket, John. Is that cool?
That's cool. I mean, after like I've never done the GW format, so I think after is it like 2 games and then you get bracketed?
I think it's more than that.
Like, yeah, we won't be in the same bracket unless you throw quite a few matches. We're not going to be in the same bracket.
You assume that I'm actually going to be good at this game when we play. False.
That's fair. I do have space for tables when you come down, though, so you will be able to beat me up beforehand.
Hell yeah.
But yeah. Anyway, back next Tuesday. Only hands. Will it be the Redemptor I'm working on? No, Redemptor. The Repulsor I'm working on. Will it be something else? Will I decide to just really quickly dry brush gray over the Death Company and then slap a couple of red X's on it? Probably. But we'll find out together next Tuesday for Only Hands. For Grim After Dark, though, I've been John.
I've been Danny.
I'm a Dickie.
And I got the outro right this week. See you next Tuesday.
In the grim dark future there's no time for fun, but when the day's battles are said and done, John, Danny, and Dickie are here for a laugh. In a galaxy torn, they're the ones with the craft. It's Grim After Dark, where the bolters spark, where dreadnoughts nap and orcs embark. Tune in, grab a pint, and don't be late for Tales of Heresy.